Welcome back, guys. Change of plans. I recently learned that it could be very hard for us to finish the main quest. We don't know the location of King Lysandus' tomb, which we need to finish, and the quest line that would have given us that knowledge was the meeting with the agent of the Underking, which I missed because I was in prison for an accidental pickpocket. So basically we have two cheating options, which I won't do. One is to just look up where the tomb is, and the second one is starting the quest by console. I considered it, but then I realized I actually wrote in the description to this playthrough that we will attempt to beat the game, and if the game beats us, so be it. It's a fair fight that way. So we have one confirmed option left. That includes a quest given by Princess Elisana of Wayrest. And when you do that quest, you get attacked by a bunch of enemies, and I've learned that one of those enemies, you can loot the map to King Lysandus' tomb from that. But that quest, or the prerequisite quest, is bugged. So we can't do that either. I've tried to fiddle around with it and try to get it to start, but it won't work. So our last option is just to go to Menevia. I know the tomb is here somewhere. I figure if we just spend some time here, it's a free roll, at least we have a chance. We get maps from the Fighters Guild when we do quests. We get maps from the Dark Brotherhood when we rank up. And we loot maps. And we will also turn on tedious travel and travel that way. So at least it's a small chance, but we have a chance. And I also hope that the quest, Princess Elisana quest, will be fixed eventually. So we'll just go here. I don't have high hopes for this plan, but at least there is a more than 0% chance, which if we stay in Mirkwasa, it's 0. You can be sure of it. So, to use tedious travel, okay, you hear the sound of magic working nearby. A mage appears out of thin air. Ha ha ha! Now for my next target. Go, my pets. 2 skeletons rise up and move to attack you. Wow! This has to be a city encounter from Warm Ashes. It's so cool that stuff like this happens. Wow. Awesome work, Kamer. Your opponent has been felled and appears to have been carrying a significant sum of money. Oh, wow. Potion of Cure Disease. I think we have a lot of those already. Yeah, like I said, if we... Basically my requirement for even considering tedious travel is to have a recall spell. And if you remember, that was one of my goals, actually. I said in the early part of this playthrough was that my goal was full set of ebony and a magical item with the spell recall, so I could use tedious travel. And when you join the Archaeologist Guild, you get one of those. So I'll just join and then don't do anything. I'll save this for my Mad Genius playthrough, but I'll join so I get the mark of recall. Let's see here. Yeah, so now I have it. Because I think it's one thing to use tedious travel and travel like in one direction. That seems fine when you're going to a quest. But then when you finish the quest and have to do the tedious travel the same way back, that's too much. So I think this is perfect. If you have a recall, I think I can stand tedious travel. And also, we have a very slim chance if we run crisscross doing a bunch of quests that we might end up at King Lysandus' tomb. Okay, sounds like a plan, guys. Let's see what time it is. Let's rest for 12 hours. Well done. Oh, congratulations, Vari. Because of your outstanding weaponry prowess, we have promoted you to the rank of journeyman in the guild. Among other benefits, this increase means cheaper weapon repairs and more profitable work assignments. Okay, let's save. Get quest. The Copperwing farmstead's been having this problem with wildlife on their property trying to eat people at night. During the day, the things are hibernating or something and they can do their work. But anyone outside the premises after dark is in for a big surprise. It's paying 965 gold pieces and you get a change of scenery. What do you say? Good. Head out there to the Copperwing farmstead, sit down on the dirt or something when it's night, and you'll probably pick up a bunch of these beasts fast. Take him down and come back here for your payment. You'll know when you're done. Be back in 8 days or less. Okay, Copperwing farmstead. Okay, let's head out to Copperwing residence. Just head out here and oh no, like this. Copperwing farmstead. All right. Wow, you see so far when you do a hostile encounter. Yes, we'll try to avoid it. Anyway, oh, this is a nice region. It's very hilly. I love this place. I mean, is it that unlikely that we would, if we travel around and see this far, that we would actually see a dungeon in the distance? Maybe I'm underestimating the size of the Daggerfall's maps. But anyway, okay, we have more enemies here. Either way, guys, I'm so happy for this idea. The going here, I mean, doing quests here, doing our own little investigations. I like the idea for so many reasons. The first biggest reason is that I wouldn't have felt good just cheating or using console commands to start the quest again. Even if we would have made it by doing that, it wouldn't have been worth anything. And secondly, I think even if there's a super small chance that we would actually find it by doing this, I mean, it makes everything more interesting while we're trying. All the quests, when we're traveling like this, I'm gonna keep my eyes out for something strange in the distance. So, and when we're finding maps, it's gonna be interesting and exciting. And also, if we manage to find it this way, it would be so goddamn epic and worth a lot. So that's another reason. Saw something here. Let's see. And I had more reasons I thought of. It's just a house, I think. It's a little town. No, it's a cemetery. Yeah, it's just a cemetery. What if this was his tomb and it's like we just ride past it? Yeah, and another reason, a big reason actually, is that I realized it doesn't really matter if we make it or not. The main quest, I mean, the Dark Knight has so many other interesting things to do. And I don't really see him as the typical famous hero type either. I can imagine him just like fading away in an endless sea of bloodshed and fighting on the fields of Dwynnon. Okay. Yeah, so I love this. It's gonna be so interesting. Just want to stay here, do quests. I love the landscape as well. It's beautiful here. Okay, we arrived. A young man cracks the door open and hollers in an irritated voice. Hey, you dumb fighter's guiled brute. We already killed all the animals. Maybe try showing up a month ago and we could have used some help. Thanks for nothing. There was nothing you could have done this time. Better head back to Fighters Guild in Ripbron Commons and report. And obviously, I forgot to put an anchor for my mark spell, so I'll just have to travel back. Alright, we're back in Ripbron Commons. This time I'll try to remember to actually use my mark of recall. It's kind of useless if it's unused. That's so typical of me in all kinds of games like this, to actually not use magical items, even though I have them. Still locked. Okay. Let's see if it was my fault somehow, or... Oh geez, what a mess. I'm sorry, buddy. This actually happens once in a while. It's not your fault, believe me. I'm still gonna give you credit for going though, even if I can't give you the full reward. I'm stretching it, just paying for your travel expenses. Here, have 31 gold. At least it's something. And sorry about all this, it won't happen again. Alright guys, I just realized I had no desktop sound for most of this episode, so I cut out a lot of it and just added some music and hoof sounds to the horse. So this one will be very short, but at least I got across the most important part, I mean explaining the whole thing, why we're here in Menevia, etc. And yeah, our investigation will continue in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.